Alright, so, as of me recording this, Princess Peach Showtime came out today, March 22nd. And, of course, with this being a part of the Mario series, I obviously have some thoughts on it because I'm a Mario nerd. So, for a little bit of background, there's two Princess Peach games, including this one. I think it's called Super Princess Peach on the DS. I've never played that one, but I know, like, the premise of it. I've seen people play it, like Alfred. Great video, go watch it. It's fucking hilarious. And in that game, you basically, you play with Peach's emotion and try to get a vibe scepter, which is basically just a vibrator for kids. But weird, so I kind of understand, and I don't think that game sold super well, like, at all. I'm pretty sure if bullshit knowledge, like, makes sense, then I'm pretty sure that game released near the tail end of the DS, so everyone was just kind of like, ugh, fuck it, like, who cares? So, and I like that game not selling well, and people being like, this is sexist, and this is kind of dumb, this is like a bad way to represent Peach. I understand why they didn't make a game of Peach for a long time, you know, until now. So in this game, a little bit of a plot synopsis for you. Weird masked lady destroys theater, not destroys theater, like half destroys theater and takes everything over. Peach loses her crown because there's just something with Nintendo characters losing their iconic wardrobe this fucking generation, like Odyssey. Mario just hat gets obliterated by Bowser's pussy, like that type of thing. It's very strange, but whatever. No, basically Peach loses her crown, and then like this little like wisp type thing. It reminds me of a wisp from Sonic Colors, but it's like a sunflower. It's like a sun wisp, whatever. Ties a ribbon on her head, and now she's got magic powers. Long and short of it, it's a very cool premise. I like that it's very much like, I like how it's not like, oh, Bowser stole Mario. It's the opposite. I mean, yeah, that's a cool idea, and I'm okay with that. But, like, I think it's pretty cool for Peach to have her own, like, standalone little thing where it's, like, her own experience. It isn't tied to any other Nintendo characters, really, besides, like, the Toads. But, like, they just yap the entire time, so I don't think it really matters. But, the big question. Is this game any good? Kind of. Like, I don't want to I don't want to be negative about it, because there's parts of this game that I really like. But by God, is it just a little too boring for me? Like, let me preface that. This game is just obviously made for a younger audience. Like, young girls and, like, young boys. Mainly young girls, because, you know, Peach, whatever. But young boys, like, young kids, basically. That's what this game's made for. And as a 17-year-old who was quite good at some video games, it's obviously really boring to me. But, like, I'm not really boring. I was mesmerized by it. So, like, every like, world slash, like, every level is, like, a different play stage. Like, the first one is, like, a knight's one. Like, where it's, like, you become, like, a sword fighter. And the transformation is, it was, like, it blew my mind, because it's literally like she sucks in the entire, because, like, everything's made out of cardboard, and I didn't mention this, but this makes a lot of sense. This game's made by Goodfield, who made, like, Kirby's Epic Yarn, and, like, Yoshi's Woolly World, and the hell that is Crafted World, and, like, they're very, like, arts and crafty type style, and this shit was right up their alley. Like, this works. And anyway, she, like, not inhales, but, like, everything, like, sucks into her, and then she, like, this cool pre-rendered animation that looks 10 times better than any part of the game, we'll get to that, plays, and then everything expands back out, and it is one of the cleanest, coolest shit I've ever seen. It's just it's so satisfying. It's like, it reminds me of, like, when someone powers up in, like, an anime or some shit. I don't watch anime, I've just seen clips. But, anyhow, the game, it controls a little weird. It reminds me, I thought, like, I knew this wasn't gonna be as, like, open as Odyssey. Like, no shit. Like, there's no way in hell this was gonna be super open, because this is kind of like like an introductory game. This is a game that gets you, like, your foot in the door to like 3D platformers and that kind of stuff. But this reminds me of like those few stages in Kirby the Forgotten Land where like the camera's fixed and it's kind of like this side view, but like it's a little more on top. And like, don't get me wrong, it's not like it's shown from a 2D perspective. This game is 100% 3D. Like, you can see Peach moving around the environment at all times, which it's good. It makes the game feel a lot bigger, and I'm happy that they made this game a 3D platformer, not a 2D one, because it would have made it worse. It would have made it less exciting. Like, kind of like how Mario Wonder, fantastic game, one of my favorite Mario games. It's just not as exciting as Mario Odyssey, just because it's not 3D. It's not like a big world-spanning thing. I mean, it is, but like, you know what I mean. So like, the game controls a little funky. Like, I played the demo, like, it came out like what, a week ago, and I played the demo, and the stages in that, it's like the like Night Kingdom one again, and then the bakery, and I loved the cooking one, like the bakery, that one was the best. That one was so fun. Like, I love the mechanics, and it's very simple, but it's very much like a time attack thing, where it's like get the highest score, get all the little, like, star crown, like, collectible things. With having collectibles, it adds replay value in a game that I wouldn't have a reason to go back and play it anyway. Like, if this game didn't have any collectibles, and it's just like it obviously have some collectibles, but the collectibles were just like coins and like little stupid stuff, then like this, I'd have no reason to go back to this game at all. Like, so like I'm like 2 hours into the game, more or less. Basically, I've played through the entirety of the Night Kingdom, the Kingdom stage. Let's just call it that. And I'm a little bit into the next one, and I'm not going to say what that one is, because it's not included in the demo. I don't really want to spoil the order of the game, because that kind of feels rude, because the game came out probably, as this video is going up, yesterday, so like, that's rude to like, spoil it, but whatever. I love the transformations. That's the highlight of the game, right? Like, Peach without it, it's kind of like, okay, like, this shit's a little boring. Like, because she controls very... I feel as if there's a delay in just movement, and I just think, I don't know, that could be me just like having a stroke and having to go back in. I might just have to go in settings and tweak the controls a little bit or something, but like, it could just be my Switch Joy-Cons having a fucking panic attack, but like, whatever. But like, me personally, like, I can see others feeling it completely fine. It just feels a little off to me. I think that can be fixed in like a patch, because it's not like a big delay. It's not like you hold the stick right and then 5 seconds later she moves. It's like a millisecond, like a nanosecond, the tiniest thing, but it's just noticeable. Noticeable for me because I play a lot of like 3D Mario games, like Odyssey, 3D World, Galaxy, like, and other games like Luigi's Mansion, that type of shit. But like, I don't know, but like, I'm okay with the, like, I guess, solo Peach parts kind of being like mid as hell, just because of how good the transformations are. Those are the highlight of the game. That's the variety. Like, I feel like if this game was all Peach and only like a little gimmicks here and there, maybe like gimmicks, that type of shit, I feel like that would, the game would, I would not play it, I would stop. But no, the costumes and your transformations, it adds like the variety, because like the normal Peach gameplay, like I've said over and over again, it's boring. It's very like repetitive, whatever. But like, because she doesn't move fast. In Mario games, I hold the Y button, even if it doesn't make you go fast, because I like to go fast in game and do the coolest platforming shit in the world. But whatever. But the transformations, they're just like, they add that little spice to it, that thing that just makes me go like, oh, okay, I really like this. I think they could like make this a lot better, like in a sequel, like the ones I've already experienced. Like, oh yeah, these are really fun. I think they could have been like tweaked a little bit better, but I still really like them. Like, Sword Fighter Peach has a parry. Parries are the coolest things in any combat game, except for Sonic Frontiers, when you're just standing there holding the shoulder button, waiting for the bad guy. That's not satisfying. That's just boring. Anyway, I don't know. I like the game. Like, it's not my favorite at all. Like, I'm far more excited for Thousand Year Door and Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon Remastered, which are coming out in, like, May and June? Yeah, they're exactly a month apart from each other, which is fucking crazy. Because I'm about to go on a tangent, so prepare your butts. What's coming at the end of the Switch? Because I'm sure I was not alone, and I know I wasn't because my brother thought the exact same thing. Luigi's Mansion is the summer game, right? Like Peach, and then like you'll have little filler games type of stuff, like maybe eShop games or whatever, and then the summer game is Luigi's Mansion, and then like September is Paper Mario. Spacing it out makes sense, but like now apart from Pokemon ZA, which looks amazing, and if it like, because the rumor is that the Switch 2 is going to be as powerful as like an Xbox One X, and like a PS4 Pro, or just like a whatever, powerful, or basically a generation behind like the PS5 and Xbox One X or Series X. But yeah, I just feel like if that Pokemon game's running on that, it could look really good. So like, because the rumor at the beginning was that the Switch 2 is coming out at the end of this year, which makes sense. Like, Switch is it's like 7 years old? 7? Yeah, 7. And so it makes sense. It's time. Like the graphics of this game, I don't know if it's better on the OLED, because I'm running this game on my old Switch that I got in 2017, my original Switch. So I don't know if it's just my Switch having a stroke, but I don't really think it is, because all the gameplay trailers kind of looked a little toasty, looked a little fuzzy. I don't know. Maybe it's better on the OLED. But it very well could be, because I mainly play Switch games handheld, like things like Smash, I'll play on the big screen. And this, I think if I play it on the big screen, like my big TV, it'll be better, just to make it feel like a bigger experience. But like Mario vs. Donkey Kong, I played handheld. There's no reason to play that on the TV. It's a puzzle game. But like, I don't know. We don't know what's coming, and that kind of scares me, because it's rather going to be really good, like Switch 2 coming out, like, or like, it's rather, here's 3 options. Switch 2 comes out at the end of this year, like September-ish, and we get a bunch of new games with it, like a new Zelda, new Mario, whatever. Or, June or July Direct comes around, the old E3 Direct, and we get a lot of shit. Or just like, we get some shit. Like, we see what the rest of the year is going to look like. Or option C, we get little to nothing for the next of the year. Because it's religion at this point, and I talked about this in my Mario vs. Donkey Kong video. It's religion at this point for every end of a Switch console to just kind of be like, whatever, like, they're throwing in the towel. Like, who gives a fuck anymore, basically. But whatever, I need to get back to the game. So, overall impressions. This game is super fun. It's just not quite for me. Out of 10, this is getting a solid, like, 6 or 7. Like, a 6.5, 7. I'm gonna give it a 7, because I'm biased. But, like, this is like a 7. This is like a mid-ass game. Like, and I like the transformations. Best part of the game, if they didn't have it, would have been far more ass than it already is. But like, it's not my thing. It's, I mean, maybe if I keep playing it, because like I said, I'm only like 2 hours in. Like, my thing could completely change for better or for worse. Who the hell knows? But overall, like, as of me right now, as of my impressions, it's all right. I'm gonna keep playing it, because I spent $60 on it, and I gotta keep playing it. My ego won't let me not play it. But yeah, but don't take my opinion as like, oh, this game sucks, let's not buy it. Buy the game. Like, if you're at all interested, buy it. Try it out, because this game, like, I can definitely see people really liking this game and really not. And obviously, like, being like, it's alright. Like, I don't hate it, don't love it, but like, it's alright. It's very much a turn your brain off and stop giving a shit game. Which, you need some of those sometimes. So, I'm not really upset. I'm glad I bought it. I was gonna buy it anyway, so who cares? Like, whatever. Regardless if I knew it was a bad game, I was gonna buy it. I'm a shill. But like, whatever. But like, yeah. Overall, to sum up my rambling and ranting, this game's kind of mid in my opinion. But hey, buy it if you're at all interested, because I can definitely see people liking this. And with everything that came out about on Mario Day, about the Switch, whatever, we don't know what's coming next. And don't you worry your little head, I'm definitely gonna make some videos about it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's roll the outro.